Your wife's job is to test you. Hi, Sohail here, and I wanted to share with you guys something that I learned many years ago and that's really helped me and served me to change my perspective on when my wife nags me, bothers me, annoys me, etc. Something that really changed how I view how she comes at me. So I really hope that this helps you as well. Quick story. Do you guys ever feel that your wife comes at you and constantly reminds you of things, constantly says, make sure you do this, make sure you leave on this time, make sure you get ready, make sure you take a shower and you leave on time to drop the kids somewhere. Oh, did you see the time? You got to get going. Don't forget to load the dishwasher. Don't forget to make this call, do this action, pick up this, etc., 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 etc. It's like, I feel like sometimes my wife just keeps coming at me, always telling me things to do. And I take it as, you're nagging me. Stop nagging me. Stop bothering me. You're not my mom. Stop annoying me. Nag, 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 bother, 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 annoy, annoy, annoy. Do you ever feel that way? Because I do. One thing that I learned that really helped me shift my perspective when she does these things to me or for me, what really shifted my perspective is that it's actually my wife's job to do these things for me. It's my wife's job to test me. Test me? What are you talking about, Sohail? Why would your wife be testing you? Why does your wife have to annoy you and nag you and test you? My wife does that for me, and I'm sure that your wife probably does it for you too. Does it to you and for you. Allow me to explain. Now, bear with me a little bit because this might sound a little archaic. However, allow me to explain and see if it makes sense for you. If you go back to prehistoric days, back to the caveman days, there was the hunters and then there was the gatherers. And typically speaking, the men were the hunters. The women, the wives, were the gatherers. They stayed back with the children. Obviously, everyone knows that men, generally speaking, are the more muscular and physically stronger gender, whereas the women, less so. Please don't put any hate comments down below. Okay, just stay with me for a second. So back in the prehistoric caveman sort of days, there was the hunters, which were generally speaking the men, and then there were the gatherers, the women, which bared the children, took care of them, etc., and gathered berries or whatever it was. And the men went out as hunters and they went and killed animals and got meat, brought it back to the home. If you look at it from that lens, the prehistoric caveman sort of days, not that we're cavemen today, obviously. If you look at it from that lens back then, our biological wiring was a man was not a husband, a man, a father, was not the strongest that they could be. They weren't the strongest hunters. They weren't the fastest. They weren't the strongest. They weren't able to go and hunt and kill the animals. What would happen? The family would starve, and or the man would die. The animal would eat them, essentially. What this means is that men need to become stronger. They need to become the providers for their family, provide food, provide shelter, provide finances in today's world. They need to become stronger. They need to become better. They need to become faster. And otherwise, they could potentially die. Family would be left without their father, their husband, the man for the family. Wives knew this. Women knew this. Biologically wired to make sure that their husband, the father, the provider, the man is strong, is better, survive so that they can provide and protect their family. Family doesn't die off without starvation, etc. Protection, lack of protection, etc. If the man is weak, then the family suffers. If you look at it, we're biologically wired for men to become the strongest, best versions of ourselves, which brings me to my point. If we're biologically wired that way, chemically wired to have the men the strongest as possible that they can be, physically, mentally strong, becoming better and faster and all of that, your wife is going to essentially test you, because that is their way of making the man, the father, the husband, stronger. That is how they can help support the man. So now brings me to today. Today's day and age, we're not going out and killing tigers and lions and bears and what have you. Today, the man goes out and provides, goes out to work, provides, brings home some money for the family. Wives do that too. Not taking that away from them at all. Generally speaking, men are still doing that and continue to try to do that. So they're providing for their family. They're also protecting their family. God forbid someone tries to enter the home, what happens? The men and possibly the woman go out, protect the children. In today's day and age, this ends up becoming the wife is going to test the husband to make them stronger in the home and make them a better man, make them stronger, make them harder, make them better, so that they can go out into the world and hunt. And in today's sense of hunting, which is basically going out, providing and protecting, hunting out in the world and coming back home. How do our wives do that? How do they make us better and stronger? They test us. They nag us. What we perceive to be nagging, what we perceive to be bothering, what we perceive to be annoying. But what this does is it just strengthens us. I get it, caveman, prehistoric thinking, etc., and I don't mean it to be that way at all. I'm just saying that this has really helped me to put things in perspective. So it's my wife's job to test me, my wife's job to make me better, because if I pass all these tests at home, I remain calm, I become stronger, I'm more on time, I'm faster, I take care of the family, I put the dishes away, etc., 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 etc. That makes me more of a capable man, which means I'm a better man, which means I'm a stronger man, which means I can go out and provide for my family better, I can protect my family better, I can go and hunt and take care of my family better. So my family survives, I help put food on the table, I help pay the bills, etc. Please don't give me any hate comments. Stay with me if you really get what I'm saying. I hope this helps you. If you just look at that prehistoric, traditional gender roles, this is the way that the wife helps their man become stronger, more successful, better, faster, etc., so that the home, the family is taken care of. They don't starve, etc. So I hope that helps. Every time my wife nags me, I put it into this perspective and say, okay, all right, babe, I love you. I know, you're just making me better. You're making me stronger. Next time your wife comes to you and reminds you 5 times in the 30 seconds to make sure you do X, put it in that perspective, that she's just making you stronger, better, and faster. You're also more calm because you have to take that, what she says. So I hope that helps. Do me a favor, put a like, comment below if you've ever experienced that, if you believe that your wife is making you better and stronger and faster and a better provider and husband and father and protector of your family. Give me a like, comment below, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification so you know when I'm coming out with next videos. Hope that helps. Talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.